Hey folks, Colin Richards here. I am excited to be with you on another segment of the Lord and Richards Show. And today we're going to continue a theme that we started, several episodes ago called Wealthy, Healthy, and Happy for Life. And that's the name of the game when it comes to planning. You know, at Lord and Richards, we're helping people just like you become financially independent every single day. And we're doing it from a biblical point of view, which is sound eternal principles. But you know what? It's not just about your wealth. It includes your health. It includes your overall happiness and well-being. So we've talked about in prior episodes what it means to be wealthy at different stages in your life. In your 20s, you're just getting started. Unless you had the joy and the privilege of inheriting a lot of money, you need to get started now setting aside money. And most of the time we're thinking in our 20s, wow, I'm way ahead of the game. I'm only in my 20s. I got decades. Well, actually, that's going to go by faster than you think. And so we need to focus on not overspending on rent or on your first home and failing to leave room for savings, right? So here's a great formula to help compounding get to work for you. Save 20% of your check, not 10%, not 15, 20% of your check. Give 10% of your check. That's right. You know, as believers, we want to be great stewards of what God has entrusted to us. Live on half your check. Take that check, cut it in half, live on half of it. And then your offerings are going to be additional giving that you do as God puts it on your heart to meet needs in other people's lives. That's 10%. And then finally, last of all, luxuries, 10%. Those are the special things like vacations and eating out. So you're really living on about 60%, you're giving about 20%, and saving about 20%. That is a beautifully balanced expense plan. But the problem is most young people jump out and they live on 100%, and then they're in trouble when it's time to pay taxes. Now, I want you to invest aggressively in your 20s and especially in early days of your career. I don't want you to be too worried, but I want you to do it under the guidance of a financial advisor. That's why we at Lord and Richards are happy to help you no matter what stage you are in your life. And I want you to get started investing tax-free, except for your 401k match. We know that the company will match your money, but their part is not tax-free. But save outside of that as well. Don't just stop with your 401k. And have kids if that's what God leads you to do, but consider the cost. Don't overspend. Start saving for their college as soon as they're born, and it's going to make that a lot easier on you. Then when you hit your 30s and 40s and we're in our stride, sometimes we start saying, hey, a little bit more money's coming in, and we're going to have lifestyle creep. Keeping up with the Joneses is a sin in your 30s and 40s. Don't do it. And don't let those kids' expenses bury you, right? You're going to be tempted, I want to provide my kids with every opportunity. Well, yeah, that's great, but don't let it bury you. Make sure it falls within that 50% of your paycheck budget. And then don't borrow on anything but your home, right? Don't borrow for cars. Don't borrow for other stuff, especially don't borrow on credit cards. Just borrow for your home. Now, I know that's contradictory to some well-known financial people out there. They're not actually financial people. They're just radio people. But I want you to borrow for your home because if interest rates are low, and by the way, now might not be a great time to do it, but if interest rates are low, I want you to extend that mortgage out for years and years. It's not bondage, okay? It's good investing. If you can get a 2 or 3% mortgage or even 4%, that's positive arbitrage because your other money can then be put to work for you in your savings. But only do it at low interest. Don't do it when the interest is high. Plus, you get some fantastic tax deductions on that interest. And then finally, in your 50s and 60s, I want you to make a little bit of shift here. We're going to downgrade some of that risk that was so aggressive and start to prepare for retirement. And you're going to need a comprehensive plan. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So I want you to get into some moderate investments, get a comprehensive financial independence roadmap that Lord and Richards is going to provide you, get some guaranteed protected income sources, and avoid at all costs crazy investments to try to catch up. Don't get rich quick. You'll get poor quick. I don't know of any get-rich-quick schemes. They're get-poor-quick schemes. Stop giving your money to relatives who promise you the world only to turn around and destroy your relationship. Don't give it to relatives. I don't care what they're buying. It's the hottest thing. It's gold. It's oil. It's real estate. Don't do it. And don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? We need to diversify. No, you don't need all your money in gold, right? So start converting any tax-deferred money that you may still have, even though you tried to be tax-free. Maybe you've got an IRA, you've got 401ks that are going to start to be available to you at 59.5. Start converting those to Roth or to other tax-free vehicles as soon as it makes sense. And then enjoy the financial independence you've built. Live on it, happy for life. And you're going to need that plan at Lord & Richards to be sure that you're positioned well. Then in our prior episodes, we talked about what it means to be healthy, right? This is a big deal because if you've got wealth but you don't have health, you're not going to enjoy the wealth. So I want you to avoid eating processed foods. I want you to eat high-quality protein to keep muscle mass up, because if you allow your muscle mass to slide, all mortality risks go up. It's crazy. We're not being taught this. We want to extend life, and muscle mass is a great predictor of longevity. Today, it's believed that with what we're doing already today, you can be healthy and sound up to 98, and we believe we can stretch that out to at least 120. Quality sleep is going to be key. Don't allow yourself to give up that sleep, okay? It will cause inflammation in your brain and in your body. And it's directly linked to cognitive impairment when we don't get enough. And then exercise. 3 days a week of cardio at least, okay? And 2 days of strength training. That's 5 days a week, okay? Now start small. Don't try to tackle Everest in one giant leap. But 3 days of cardio, 2 days of strength training to improve and develop your muscle mass. And then finally, advanced diagnostics that are available today. They're getting cheaper and cheaper. I just saw an ad for a full body scan to test everything in your body. Make sure there's no disease, no cancer creeping up, no heart disease, plaque, blockages, on and on. Get it done, okay? It's getting cheaper. And save up for that. That's where financial independence allows you to become more healthy, because it gives you access to more tools because you got the money to do it. And at Lord & Richards, we teach you how to develop a reserve so that you got the money to really be healthy and to take advantage of these things. And so in our next segment, we're going to be talking about that final piece: wealth, health, and happiness. Happiness, because if you're healthy and wealthy, but you're not happy, you're still not enjoying it. And I want to have a visit with you. I want to talk to you about what it means to be financially independent. It just takes a simple phone call.